Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. We have a new mode here called Endless Ascent. It's a pretty cool one, but Endless doesn't really fit the name because there's only a maximum of 27 floors, and in this video we're going to be covering through the entire run, how to clear it. Some of this require BP, in the sense that the demon soldiers are as strong as what your battle power is. But most of these are actually the opposite, where you just get default demon soldiers and you just work around with those. So let's start off with stage 1, and yeah, I will make sure to let you guys know whenever that is or not the case, or whether or not the stages are dependent on your BP. So this one is pretty straightforward. What you gotta do is just cut these guys down. Probably don't even need to put down the axe slaughterers. Hit through. So it's a very nice introduction to GVG. Get 27 stages to play around. Of course, these lineups normally are not that realistic, in the sense that people wouldn't ever play GVG in this manner. But at least it gives you a glimpse of the different demon soldiers and what to work up with. So now I'm going to put in the rest of the units. See what we can do. So this set of units are all physical units, which is a good thing. So what you can do instead is that you can run these guys, and the damage that they'll be doing is minimal. Then what you can do afterwards is to swarm them with the assassins. You can see barely any damage, which is a good thing. The assassins should cut down these guys. Yeah. Should be able to clear through them without even deploying a second set. I can just deploy these guys again along with the spiders, and yeah, that should take care of things pretty easily. So that's stage 2, and this is a good glimpse of like what the demons are doing and what you should take note of. Let's move on to stage 3. This one is pretty much going to be the same deal. Okay, this one introduces you to the archers, because once you take care of them, you just have ground units to take care of, which the archers should deal with ease. There you go. And just throw out all the assassins. Should just wipe out these guys. I can see here, this is where the piercing damage is not doing much to the ground units, but they especially did a lot of damage on the platforms. Once the assassins arrive, they just cut through everything. There you go. Stage 3 done. Now move on to stage 4. Same deal again, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we deal with the archers. So let's see what we can do.
For our loved ones, we never falter.
That's the way to go. So using these guys to bait things out. And once the shadow casters come in range, should take care of it pretty well. There you go. That's all done up.
My way, dearest.
Move on to stage 5. Couple of ground units here. Let's see what we're dealing with. This one is straightforward. So all you gotta really do is just send flyers across, because there's only Kyok as the airborne unit. So how you do this is that you place down this guy, and then you follow up with flyers. More than enough for 3 flyers to get through. You don't even have to deploy the rest of the units, because you will not have enough ground tiles to pass through all of these guys just from block values alone. And this is something you definitely not see in high tier GVG, where air units are not accounted for. Stage 6. What do we have here? Okay. So over here is a mix. What you want to do is queue off all the marksmen first. Once they're all down, then you send the flyers across. So how do you do that? Similar to what we did in the previous runs, where we baited our ultimates first with the tanky soldiers.
For our loved ones, we never falter. Let my curse work in our favor.
So these guys are gonna hit a lot harder than the rare demon soldiers we saw earlier. You can just go ahead to send out the flyers.
All it takes is one slip.
And that's it. That's done. So Daya is gonna queue off this guys, obviously, but that's fine. There you go. Right, that's done. Move on to stage 7. I think this might be one of the first stages that you get to use your own demon soldiers, correct? So you can do pretty much the same as what we've been doing so far. So you notice all the air units are up front, the ground units are at the back. If let's say I didn't want to use all these OP units, I can just copy what we got previously. We get the archers, and where are the flyers? Flyers here, and then the rest, and then let's just do this. Let's start battle. Now obviously the BP gap, I'm gonna obliterate this team, but you guys should get the idea of how it all works out still. This guy's out. Marksmen. Where are the archers? Kill off that guy. That as well. You can just go ahead to put in the rest of the units. And yeah, even though we have ground units there, you can just let the flyers take them through. You don't have to bother killing them because you have a healer. So if you don't have enough BP, that might be a problem. So you might as well just, you know, let the flyers go through. And that's an easy victory for you.
My salvation, after all.
Right, now we're going to stage 8. See what we have. Alright, so this is the introduction to bug bombs. And you might have to restart this a few times, because the bombs can explode differently every run you go with. But in general, what you want to do is do the spiders first, followed by the bug bombs. So just gonna pause here. Then we'll put the bug bombs at the back, and let's see what we get to. Okay, so all the bug bombs are dead. Go ahead to put down these guys. I can use the remaining spiders to swarm through as well. That should work.
Try me.
Let's see, yeah. Got more than enough units to just walk through. And that is done.
After all,
Bug bombs are not that reliable in real GVG. We seldom use them these days because there's just so much control, stance, pushback from a lot of the new units. So yeah. Now we go on to stage 9, and what do we have here? I think it's another round of bug bombs. So this time round, I think we have to bait out ultimates first. I think it's Yuri's ultimate that we got to bait out before we can send the bugs in.
And now I shed my skin.
There you go.
with honor.
Now we send in the bugs. Bombs at the back. There you go. And then you can just send the flyers over if you don't even want to deal with them. Or you can even send the ground units as well. Important that you bait out the ultimates first. Otherwise, Yuri's ultimate might bounce onto the bugs and you might not be able to kill off all the platform units. So bug bombs are generally most effective against the platform units. Ground-based fighters with no HP are not going to do very well with them as well. As I said, too much crowd control, and also these days, these teams are not as relevant anymore. I think this is another one of those teams where, yeah, we can use the platform units. Sorry, our own units. Let me see what we're working with. Okay. So what I'll do is just add in one healer in the mix, just to support the bombs as we get by. I believe Narisa covers all of that. Let's do this guys first.
All must follow the natural order.
And then once this guy goes into ultimate, you put a strain on the heals, which should help you to kill off that guy. And then once you're done with that, you just wait out for a bit.
None shall pass.
And then get the flyers out,
Before you move.
along with the healer at the front tile. So that should help you to bring your flyers all through, and you don't have to worry about, you know, dealing with those guys.
None shall pass.
We're gonna have the ultimates there, but we need 5 licks. So yeah, should be able to bring all the other units in. There you go. Okay, now that's done. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, stage 11. I think this is a pretty straightforward one. So you get 2 sets of units, magic units facing top, physical units facing down. You have the tanks on both the physical and magic ones. So the pharaohs are magic resistance, the Templar tanks are physical resistant. So how do you do that? All you got to do is just do 2 Templar tanks at the bottom. Whoopsie.
Intruders have
You can see no damage is being done to them. And do the Templars. Sorry, the Pharaoh guards at top.
Cinder and smoke.
See not much damage going off. Bring out the next set. And that's it, that's done. All you need to actually get past this stage. No strategy, just knowledge of which units are physical or magical resistant.
You beat me.
Move on to the next team. We have here another set of bug bombs to detonate.
Enter the shadow.
We're gonna do the physical tank first.
Run them through.
Where do you need my
Gonna
bow?
do the bug bombs. Hopefully kills off both of the marksmans. Go.
Merely a setback.
Just bring in the spiders.
Run them through.
Honestly, you can even ignore the spiders before activating the bug bomb because they detonate once they get blocked. So you don't even need the spiders. I think the spiders were a bit too much. We could have probably deployed 2 sets of spiders at the end instead. And now we move on to the next stage here. Magic team with healers. So probably a combination of archers to take them down.
Death does not look kindly upon deluded mortal arrogance. How can this be?
The clock never waits. Nor does death.
Ooh. Down to just one last physical unit. I think we're fine here.
They smile at you.
All you got to do is just deploy
The savannah flowers grow
2
tall.
of these guys. I don't think should be able to deal with them. And let's just do 2 spiders here.
Curses.
They should just swarm through. The cyclone is a spider, only
The ancestors.
2 block, so all 6 spiders will pass through. Go on to stage 14. Okay, this one looks like a bait and switch affair, where we're to bait out these units with some of these tanks before we can actually do some damage there.
I'll eat you alive.
Go. All dead.
My way, dearest.
And you can just go ahead and finish the rest. I mean, we still have extra units here. Now the Templar tanks are not going to do just as well here because we have 3 magic units to deal with here, and only 1 Calypso, which doesn't do much damage until she gets a Sealstone. Alright, stage 15 here. Oh, it's one of those where we get our own tanks again. Let's see what we should do. This one looks pretty straightforward. I think all we have to do is really just make sure that we have decent ground tile units. So you can do the assassins, and afterwards you can actually just do double wolves to finish the whole thing, because you don't have enough blocks to actually secure anything. So of course you can bring in more ground tile attackers, which is your X units. But what we'll do here is just do 2 of this. Because of how high BP we are at, we're just gonna kill everything.
After all,
I'll eat you alive.
And yeah, you can see the wolves are just gonna fly through. And yeah, that's done. So even if you're at lower BP, you don't have enough HP and all that, as long as you can kill off the front 2 tanks because they have no healers on them, you should be able to just run down the rest. Another one where we get to use our own units. I think we can pretty much do the same here with the double wolves. Let's see. Actually, no, this one is better off with marksmen and then just double wolves. So Sorry, just exit here quickly. So let's just do the marksman instead. Go.
Gods of the arrogant.
The marksman should help take care of all the units on the side.
You can't kill chaos.
And once you're done here, you can actually just run one of those 3-cost rare tanks and then just double wolf them, even if, let's say, you're unable to kill the units on the side there. Pretty straightforward because there's no healers. All you gotta do is just snipe out the rest of the units before you get to the rest. Alright, now another one of the stages where we get to only use their units. See what we can work with.
No one gets to choose his time.
My trident thirsts for blood.
I should be able to just swarm this quickly.
Tear them apart.
Cool. I mean, you could let Kyoin and Gang do their ultimate first before you swarm them, but yeah, looks pretty straightforward there.
Body in the deep.
I get to 8 then. Another one where you can use your own units. This one looks pretty straightforward as well. Snipe out the units and then just use your moves to run by because there's only one fighter. So Nerissa only covers the front. The rest of the units can all be taken down.
Has begun.
There you go.
To the netherworld, I return for now.
And let's say you don't kill all these guys, you can still just double wolf and run by them.
The pain.
Because these guys are not gonna really slow them down by much. There you go. You need 6 units to go through, so you can bring in all the speedster units that you can find. You just get them all to go through at the same time. There you go. Let's see. Okay, same deal. Bring in our own units. This time round, yeah, I think you can still bring in the marksman. There's some AoE units here, so let's bring in an extra set of the rare soldiers so that you can bait out the Hatsun ultimate before you send the wolves in. Let's take up the ultimates first.
I return to thee.
And then normally what will happen is that you can't kill off this guy, you're stuck here. And what you do next is just bring in the rare summons,
I
these
failed
rare
you.
demon soldiers.
Grace.
Let them walk through slowly.
Only a beginning.
And then once you're done there, once they come here and bait out Hatsu's ultimate, you can then just send in the double wolves. I'm just gonna send it in not to waste your time, but you guys get the idea. This one only requires 1 lick, so it is pretty easy to do, as long as you can swarm them and kill off the first unit there. Alright. We're dealing with here. Okay, so now we're dealing with mages, which is ones with global summons. So that's Beatrix, and what you want to do here is actually just wait out for them both to have their ultimates. And once they both proc their ultimates, we'll just wait on here, let the ultimates expire before we swarm them. So just let this ops disappear before we do this double units. There you go. That's done. Pretty straightforward. And then now we have another wave that's like this. Now this one we're going to do slightly differently. You want to bait out Demi's ultimate as well, but Demi is all the way at the back. So to bait it, you have to wait for both ultimates to be ready before you do anything. So just wait out for things here.
Even
Our rate
death
should be
has a
full.
rhythm.
At your command.
And we'll bring out this, guys.
Not so fast.
And I'll just wait for all the ultimates to be over before we deploy anything.
At your command. Try me.
Go. So yeah, Demi's never gonna get the ultimate back up in time. And Beatrix should not get her ultimate in time as well. There you go.
My salvation, after all.
Alright, last few stages. What are we dealing with here? Alright, looks like a very straightforward one here. I think you can just rush the wolves in and not wait for anything.
Enter the shadow.
Because I think the more time you take waiting, more ultimates will actually be up.
Avenge your kind, Jalunga.
Shadows can't hide you.
Let me just quickly restart there. And what we have to do instead is bring in 2 sets of wolves. Because
Our
each
enemies
set's
will
like
know
this,
darkness
just
as I do.
it's slowly doing that away, which is not the deal.
Avenge your kind, Jalunga.
Shadows can't hide you.
There you go. We shouldn't deploy them separately, just bring them in together. That way, some of them tanking the hits for the rest will mean something. Let's see. Okay, I think this one is going to be a classic tank and swarm situation.
Enter the shadow.
I came prepared. Shadows can't hide you.
Let the blood ready to catch
Just
my
bring in
prey.
2 wolves.
Let the blood stain the seas.
Cast my body in the deep.
There's one of the Templar tanks at the front. Should be able to tank through the hits and get the wolf spy. I don't recommend the spiders because they move way too slowly and they might get sniped out along the way there as well. I think this is one of the second last stages where we get to use, we don't have to use our own units still, great. Head in. So this is the Grotesque Fiend. How he works is that he consumes other dead allies to gain strength. So this is one of those areas where we're going to be able to showcase that.
The Nether River rises.
Let the blood stain the seas.
Go, the unit is dead. Now I think we can go ahead and deploy the Double Wolves. Should be able to just slip past them. All you need is the Grotesque Fiend to actually take these guys down.
Cast my body in the deep.
Alright, last 3 stages. Let's see. Bring in a combination of units. So what we'll do is try to bring in units that can actually soak up the stacks. And then Grotesque Fiend should be able to finish off these guys. We don't have any marksmen to take down the archers, so flying units are out of the question. And then yeah, just bring a couple of physical tanks and that should be able to deal with the rest of the units there.
The hell are we waiting for? The hell are we waiting for? A little for every. The hell are we waiting for?
Okay, we didn't get the spiders to be consumed, which is not great. But let's see if we can do better on the next one.
A little for everyone.
These guys, we have ultimates.
The Nether River rises.
Shadowcasters.
Merely a setback.
I think this run is going as well as I expected. Just quickly restart there. So I think instead of bringing in that one useless unit, let's instead bring in the wolves, as well as this one here. Should hopefully help better instead.
The hell are we waiting for? A little for everyone.
These guys are moving way too fast. Stop there.
The hell are we waiting for? A little for everyone. The hell are we waiting for? The hell are we waiting for? A little for everyone.
Just wait out for these ultimates.
The Nether River rises.
Both of them are baited out. We can then just finish off with
The
the
hell are we
wolves.
waiting for?
Merely a setback.
Go.
Fortified.
Should be able to finish the rest off.
Oh, funny that I'm sober now.
There you go. It took a bit longer than I expected, but it's just a bad choice of units. If you bring those units in to just feed the Grotesque Fiend, you should do just fine there. Alright, last two stages. I think this is where we're allowed to bring in our own units once again. And over here, all you gotta really do is just dash past these guys. But before that, you can try to snipe out some of them. So let's do just that. Show you guys how it goes. You can see you can put units on both sides, but we're gonna do it on this side instead. And yeah, if you're weaker, you won't be able to snipe out these guys. What you're gonna do next is to put in the rare tanks. And once they reach the front of Nurture and proc his ultimate, you can then send in the wolves to finish everything.
My prayers
This,
will guide
oh, but I can't see, so yeah, just send in the rest. Should be able to just dash past them and clear everything. There you go.
Salvation, after all.
And then the very last one on the list here. Same deal as what we had previously. But this time around, you can actually take the top instead. I think it might be better. Let's see, because there's no healers on the bottom as well. Just wait for the invisibility to wear off on some of these units.
Plan before you move.
Take my bow.
There you go.
Protect them. My prayers will guide you. Death is only.
So once the invisibility wear off, you will snipe him, and then you can go ahead to put down the rare tanks. That's what we did earlier.
My prayers will guide you.
They'd better put up a good fight. Smile at
And
the
then just
gods
bring in the
and they
rest of the
smile at
units, swarm them up.
Prayers will
Because
guide
there's only a Vaughn at the top there, you should be able to just kill off these units easily and finish off the whole thing. So yeah. There you go, that's the full Endless Ascent from stage 1 all the way to 27. Finishing this will net you about 5 Ancients, a couple of Summons and all that, so very nice things all around. And it's not that hard to complete even if you're a newer player to the game. Now remember, if you're forced to select Demon Soldiers, that means that you can't affiliate them with any battle power. But if let's say you can choose them like what I did over here, my full selection, that means you can pick your own team. So just bear in mind that there's that difference, so you know what is your limits, because sometimes you can just brute force it, sometimes you can't. So this can be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.